What's up guys, it's your boy Yaron and you're watching The Yaron Show, episode 9. So today I'm going to be talking about the Knicks top 5 games and how I'm going to be pumped up this season. We've got a new head coach, new players, and yeah, be sure to stay tuned for this episode. So, what's up guys, it's your boy Yaron and you're watching The Yaron Show. What's up guys, it's your boy Yaron and you're watching The Yaron Show. What's up guys, it's your boy Yaron and you're watching The Yaron Show. So today I'm going to be talking about what's up guys, it's your boy Ron. So as I said before, today I'm going to be talking about the Knicks top 5 games and what I think that you guys should watch. So the first game that I suggest to you guys that you guys should watch, and this is my opinion, so this is what I'm going to be watching, so and you don't have to follow what I'm going to watch, but this is what I'm going to watch. So the first game that I'm going to be pumped up is the Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks at home court. That's going to be a head-to-head battle for Kevin Knox and Trae Young. And the reason why I'm saying this is because all of us Knicks fans, we wanted Trae Young, but we didn't get him on draft night. And you know what? It is what it is. But you know what? I'm really proud of that because we've got Kevin Knox and he blew it up this summer league. He showed us that he really has a lot of, how do you say it? He really plays basketball with all of his heart and he puts a lot of energy into the game of basketball. So I really can't wait to see him at the Garden playing in Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, against the guy who we wanted at the first, in the first place. So I really can't wait for that game. And, it's going to be a little interesting. So I would check it out. That's the first game. The second game that I suggest that you guys should watch also, and it's something related to the first game, but it's different, and it's a different game. So, it's going to be the Boston Celtics, and it's still going to be home court. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the rumors of this summer and how Kyrie is going to come to New York next summer, a free agency with Jimmy Butler. So it's going to be a little interesting. Again, there's not a 100% chance that he could be in New York. A lot of rumors say that he loves New York, he lives in New Jersey, so possibilities are endless. We don't know for a fact if Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant possibly would want to play here. Again, every year it's a different year. Oh, the Knicks are going to get this guy, we're going to be good, we're going to suck 30 for 52 and this and that. It's going to be a crazy season, but I'm a little pumped up for this, Celtics versus Knicks game. So I would keep an eye on that. Even though if we might lose or if we might win, I'm just going to be a little curious of what, Mike Bean and Clyde Frazier, or I think it's going to be on TNT, and Reggie Miller and all those guys, and what they have to think about, Kyrie Irving's possibly going to the Knicks and like what their suggestions are. So I would keep an eye out for that game. And for my third game that I suggest, and again, you're probably going to think different, but it really doesn't matter, is the Indiana Pacers. Also why is because, first of all, Kyle O'Quinn is coming back. So I want to see how it goes, because to me, I really didn't like that he went to Indiana, because I think he would have been really awesome with this roster and probably, having that relationship with Coach Fizdale. So, I think he should have stayed for another maybe 2 years and then left. But I don't know. It's his decision. I want to see how he plays in Indiana, so it's going to be a huge eye opener. So, you know. And for the fourth game, all right, yeah, for the fourth game, I'm going to have to go for Christmas Day of the Milwaukee Bucks at home again. And I think this is our third time in a row playing at home court on Christmas Day because, of course, it's Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, like I said before. You know, who doesn't want to play at the world's most famous arena on Christmas Day? I mean, you get to see the big tree before you go to the game. You know, take some pics with your family and friends. You know, listen to that Happy Holly Jolly Christmas. You know, you get that comfy, cozy blanket of yours and Christmas hat, and you know, you got that blue and orange flavor of the Christmas flavor. So, you know, I really can't wait. You know. Because I also have a feeling of whenever it's Christmas, you know, you have that little vibe of you just got to have that blanket, you got to have that hoodie or t-shirt or Christmas hat, and you want to get into the spirit. So, you know, it's a game that I love, and I just can't wait for that game because I want the Knicks to win this year at our home court. So, it's going to be amazing. I hope we get to win this time because for the last 3 years or so, we've been losing to the Celtics. We've been losing to, I believe, Washington. We've been losing to all these teams that have been in playoff position, but we weren't so good. So it's been quite an it's been quite a ride. So, you know, and for the fifth game, and, you know, I just really can't believe it because this was a bad trade and they waived this person for no other reason. And it just disgusts me. If you haven't checked out that video and give out my opinion, make sure to check it on IGTV. Yeah, and of course we all know who got traded and waived, Carmelo Anthony. This is why I'm kind of PO'd a little bit, because OKC didn't even give him a chance. You traded Enes Kanter last year and Dougie McBuckets for one of the best scorers in the NBA. And now you do it again, but with a little twist. So now he goes to the Atlanta Hawks, but then the Atlanta Hawks are like, nah, we don't want him. Which I don't blame, so they wave him off. What does he do? He goes to Houston, which we all expected that was going to happen because he wanted to go there in the first place, but no one managed to listen. The Knicks didn't want to listen to him, or, well, not the Knicks, but Phil effing Jackson, and the management that we had, that was pretty disgusting. So, you know, it was quite a mess, and I just really can't wait to see Carmelo in a different jersey. I mean, he's probably going to have a couple of extra points than last year when he came with only, I believe it was like 6 points or something. I mean, you know, Michael Beasley, you know, gave him a big slap in the face, so it was kind of an eye for an eye. You know, it was a back and forth game with Buckets and Melo, so, you know, yeah. So those are my top 5 games. Again, I'm going to be pretty pumped up for these 2 games, the home opener, the Christmas Day game, and the coming back Carmelo Anthony with a new jersey again. So, reason why those 3 games and not the Celtics and the Indiana Pacers is because here's the thing. I have a feeling that we might lose to the Celtics, but we might never know because we do have a pretty good roster this year. But we might never know. I mean, listen, these two games, it's gonna be quite an adventure, but at the same time, we're just beginning the season, you know? I mean, the Celtics are playing, I believe, the second week of the beginning of the season, so it's not going to be like oh my god, this is such a big deal. I mean, you know what? It is a big deal because we have a big rivalry with them, and the same thing with Indiana. But at the end of the day, you know, we're just starting with the new season, so we're like, you know, let's see how, you know, they respond to us, or us responding to them and giving them a huge big slap on the face, or the reversed way where they give us a slap in the face and then we meet them at their home court, or meet like them coming back, and you know, so you know, that's what I just think, because Boston and Indiana, we shouldn't be concerned or worried. Now, let's see. I mean, maybe something could go wrong. You know, maybe we would have a bad game in one of those two games at the beginning of the season. But at the same time, we're just starting. So we can't expect that, you know, Tim Hardaway is going to, you know, put up maybe 20 points or 35 points on one of those games, you know. Because Kyrie Irving, you know, he's a machine. He's like the Mamba of, well, let's not get too far with the Mamba generation, but he's kind of like Allen Iverson, where he's kind of like dribbling and swishing and dunks and bunks, you know. So, you know, that's what I think about when I hear Kyrie Irving. I think about Allen Iverson and what he did to the game of basketball, you know, in Philly. So, you know, and it's interesting because you just get that vibe whenever you see Kyrie Irving. You see those like leg crosses, and that's what you saw with Allen Iverson. You saw the exact same thing. So, you know, and it's kind of this. Well, you know, in my opinion, whenever I see Kyle O'Quinn, I see a big center of James Harden. You know, you see that beard growing up, and you're like, oh, whenever he dunks that ball, you get a little vibe of James Harden, because he's kind of like he used to be when he was with us last year. He was kind of like our James Harden, but only in a center position, and he was always kind of like yelling, and he made us proud, and he was like, you know, he wanted to pump us up. So I really liked his anger and his, you know, like ups and downs moments, you know. So, you know, but that's what I think. I mean, you know, but yeah, those are going to be the two games that I'm not going to be as, oh my god, you know, we should be in shock. The only 3 games that I'm going to keep an eye on is the home opener, the Christmas Day game, which is going to be Milwaukee, and then Carmelo Anthony coming back with the Houston Rockets. So, you know, it's going to be a pretty interesting feeling, you know, of watching those games. So, you know, anyways, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this, you know, and yeah, make sure to follow me in all of these, you know, platforms, whatever you call them, and yeah, so, you know, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.